Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today, I have my special guest and cohort, Anne-Marie Mikowski, with me as we begin to work on our cotton cuts glue knot as we're getting ready to wrap up this Piazza. I'm telling you what, it is going to be sweet. This is our color palette, and I'm telling you what, I'm going to get it as close to the camera as I can. Is that not sweet? Look at all of these colors. I love it that art gallery fabrics are being used.
Yeah, me too. I love these.
And I like it that they give us a block of the month. We're into April, and we've got the March block. And it just kind of shows you different things that you can do, cutting directions and whatnot. And you can color it and make it your own. I really like these blocks. I haven't done them yet. But one day I'm going to sit down and put all these into a little file and start popping them and doing them. I think that would be kind of cool to do.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to slip this little tidbit in and have my husband show me my workspace real quick. It's really important. We're coming to the end of this. We've got one more month to go. So what I like to do is pre-lay out my blocks. As the pattern, it's going to tell you this go around, you're going to need to make 4 of the same thing. So this is my A fabric. This is my D fabric. This is my C, my D, my E, and my B. Once all of the magic happens and that's joined together, we'll put the strip at the bottom. The directions here tell me the order that I need to make everything in. So you're going to join them in little groups. So let's go ahead and do the bottom section first. We'll do our groupings, press that out, and then we'll see how far we can get.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So the easiest way, what I like to do, and you don't have to do it the way that I do, is I always keep the one I'm working with to the left of me. So my light is going to go to the left, and they call that my E fabric. So you can either pin these or you can just pinch them and streamline them in. Now this sometimes grabs when you're just getting it started. So if it does, you can grab, pull it back just a little tidbit and go slow and steady. And stop just a little tidbit because you're going to be sewing a lot of them at once. And it's going to streamline the process and make things go just a smidge quicker. Where they're blocked off here at the ends, that's really helpful too, because it helps you as you're lining things up.
No, I agree.
And I like to streamline by piece and everything together that I can, and it'll make it go painlessly simple. But if you have your blocks out of alignment, you're doing them all out of alignment. So double check before you do. Sometimes that just needs to be slid in there, just here. I'm going to flip this over and do the same here. There's always little checks and balances. You can pinch it and make sure that your corners are all lined up as well. And then we're going to go ahead and move forward with doing, you'll end up with 8 of the same here. 4 of the first stack and 8 of the second. And just make sure you keep consistent, your 1/4 of an inch, whatever works for you. Normally I would have these pinned and going, but since we just opened it, I did not do that. And I would have had these streamlined straight in already.
will be gorgeous anyways.
Yep. Slow and steady, right?
Yes.
And just fold them over and continue the same process. And when in doubt, double check. Easy.
Yes.
Pull these over. Get these just started in ever so gentle. Sounds like I'm running a big old race over here, but we're not. I'm enjoying the journey. So you're glad winter is just about over? I know we're in
Yes.
the spring, but so many states are still getting snow.
Yes, yesterday, well, actually, and today as well, it's supposed to be 97 to 99.
Really? What state are you in?
Arizona. We all of a sudden, let's see if we keep the memo, but we all of a sudden got the memo that it's spring.
Oh, cool beans. I know a friend of mine, Julie, lives in Flagstaff. And she said she could finally open her doors yesterday and the sun was just a shining.
Oh,
She was
it's
so
so
excited. She said this is the worst winter that they've had in many, many, many moons out there.
yes.
She said most people come to Arizona for the winters.
Yes. Yes. But we desperately, it's been a long time since we've had this much moisture and rain and snow, and so it's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous spring. I'm looking forward to seeing, and they're already popping up everywhere. All the spring flowers on the side of the road, and the mountains they're going to be stunning.
Oh, hold on. I got to pause the video a second.
Okay.
All right. So now we are getting these pressed, and you can follow your directions on which direction that they would like you to press. So let me move this stack out of the way. So I have my paper here. Oh. Make sure I've got them right. Okay, my DNA. Yes, I'm pressing them right. I just wanted to make sure we're going in the right direction, girl.
We got this.
Absolute. I like these little cool mushrooms. They're darling.
Yes.
Oh,
I hope my daughter loves this as much as I do.
absolute. How cool is that going to be?
Oh,
So
I just
these, and we'll push these aside and we'll bring these over. Now we're going to just have a blast opening these up. Should have went to the dark. Better to catch it now.
yes. Cooperate, please.
So then, Jack, and we will flip the block. And this works really well. Some creators can just say, I'll be back with you in a second, snap their finger, and it's done.
I wish I had that skill.
Yeah. But I like the process of building it and learning from it as well.
Me too. And I've learned a lot from this.
I have. Like I said, sometimes you get shorted a block or a little swatch, but there's always the contact cotton cuts and they'll replace it for you. But it's always important to always check and make sure that all of your parts are accounted for before you start your projects. And I've already done my count, so I know all of mine's here. And I'm sure you've done the same thing.
Yes, and I'm missing two, so I will be contacting them today.
That's the easiest way to do it. So let me see. I'm trying to get everything exactly the way that I need to lay this. Pop it out. Let's see. So I'm going to take these. This puppy down here in the bottom. That way I'm lining them up the way that I need them to be. So right now I'm just going to build my little fork. And that's going to be right here. So I'll take these, and I've got 4 here. So this is your fabric C. Then we're going to take our E. See, I misspoke. I think I said E, but it's my DE. DE is going to there. I'm going to do the same here. And you're going to work, since we're making 4, you're just going to stack them up the same.
Okay.
That's 4. And we're going to do the same here. 1, 2, 3. And turn them so everything is going exactly as you would like them. Then you've got your bottom block. And that's going to be your E to your B. So let me see here what we've got to work with. So I've got my C, my D, and my E. So we're going to marry those together. Then we've got our D and our E. Then we're going to take our E's right here and we're going to stack these up. So what you're going to do is join these and then join these.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pick them up and slide them in. When in doubt, try to keep your fabric facing the same way if you have directional fabric. I can't tell you it's going to make a difference until the end,
Yep.
but it could. It very well could.
That's the part I think I'm the most curious about.
How it's going to come together.
How it's going to come together and how all the fabrics, how we've laid them out.
It's going to be
all
really neat. Like sometimes you want to just put them together to see how scrappy it'll look, but yep, so pretty. But I'm really into let's just slow and steady. Let's get it in. Everything's got to face the right way, but I've seen some other ones just throw them down and go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do what works for you. I'm a directional. At least I try.
I try and be as well. It doesn't always happen exactly the way I want it to, but that is my end goal.
Right. So now we're going to take this one, the left. I'm not even going to press it because it's just automatically going that way. And then I'll add a little bit of heat here in just a second. So I'll take this straight here. That way it'll be out of my way. And just give it a little bit of heat for just a second. and it'll lay flat enough for what I need it to do.
Okay.
And then now I have my top ones, and now I'm going to take the bottom ones, and we're going to do the same thing and just line your corners up. Remember those first blocks that we did? We both struggled so bad. Where there are machines, both of our machines, and I think a lot of other people's. It got hungry and ate our fabric so awful. Needle changes didn't help. Feed dogs cleaning didn't help. Detailing our machines. It was just, I think, that fabric. But the future months, it was fine.
Can you imagine laying under this? How soft and luxurious this is going to feel? Oh.
Yeah, it's like silky.
Oh.
It's going to be a blast. Are you going to quilt your own, or are you going to send it out?
I'll probably send it out.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious how I'm going to quilt this one. I won't know. You know how you get your notions and your ideas. I think I would do this, but until it comes together, you just really don't know.
Yay, my point. Yay.
So this one's going to go the opposite direction so that these will lay flat. I want them to nest really well. So just pay attention to the way that we went to the full-size block to our D at first. So we want to make sure that we're doing the opposite this go around, and they'll nest really well. So I'm just going to lay them in and pin these little puppies up. If it doesn't look right, just work with it. Take your time and repin in position.
And just ease it in.
Yep. Because I believe, if memory serves me correctly, it was our D fabric, and that's the one where mine is shifting just a little bit. It's that dark gray.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one I will have to work with slow and steady to get this puppy in. They butt really nice. They hook right up into the nesting position. It's just that gray.
Yes.
I was trying to remember which fabric. Well, it didn't take me very long to remember because the machine still loves to give it a little nibble.
Yes.
I thought it was just me, but it's still doing it. But I think it's because it's just so soft.
Like butter.
Yep. And then just the main thing is work with your ends, give it a little bit of a tight pull, and it'll slide in. Go slow and pin the intersection there. We've got this one done. Check and make sure that everything's lined up. And it looks amazing.
It looks so pretty, Donna.
I'm really liking them. But I say that about every block we do. I love it. I love it.
Cotton Cuts makes it amazingly easy to love them.
They do.
And I love that even a beginner can pick this up and
And
start
grow it. Yep.
and grow it.
Yep. It makes it simple. The directions are easy to follow.
Yes. That's, I think, one of the things I'm most impressed about is
Yep.
everything is laid out step by step and so clear, concise,
Yep.
and easy.
And they make it simple to do. Oops. You just have to don't let your brain. Sometimes the way you're ironing it goes against all of your rules in your head.
Yes.
So we've got this stack done. So let me see here what I'm going to be doing next. So I've got this, and now I'm going to join these right there. This one right here. So what we're going to do now is turn my block, and we're going to join this one on this side and streamline it in. Turn your fabric the direction that you want it to go. I need it to go just like that.
Okay.
Just go slow, and I'm learning keep my e-fabric on top and my machine doesn't gobble it up.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That is where mine is right at the
That's
moment. And
that's what I'm noticing. If it's closest to my needle, it's not going to gobble it. Cross this one out. Same on all four. One, two, three. One is under my arm, made four. So we've got these. And you want this to go. You got to watch how you're doing these because you do not want to jack this block up. Then you wouldn't be a happy camper.
no, you would not.
So you got to pay special attention to make sure that it's going right here on this corner. So just get it in. And to make sure that you're sewing on the right side, I'm just going to pin it and lay it that way. And I'll do the same thing here because it's so easy to lay these out wrong. And then you've wasted your time and your energy. Just pin them and lay them down. Lay it out and flip it over. Do the same over here. Flip it in. And pin it in. We'll streamline these in. And this will go really quick. Yeah, it does not eat it at all with the fabric on top.
You are so right. I have to remember to keep that on the top. I
Yeah.
did switch one on accident
Yep.
and it got hungry. As
Yeah.
soon as I flipped it back, it was like, oh no, you're my friend now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, once I moved it, that was like, that's my stretchy one. It's cut on the bias. It's super silky, and my machine is saying thank you. Pop these out. Give it a quick little trim. And now you've got this corner made. And it goes by so fast. Honestly, in about a half an hour, 45 minutes, you can put all of your glue together, depending upon how you are, you know? So now we're down to this, to where we're going to marry these guys. I've got a little bit of wrinkle here, so I'm going to just go ahead and press that out. So I want these to line up quite nice. So I'm going to make sure that I have my corner nudged, and I will stick a pin in it just to make sure that it does not shift. You don't have to. But I figure if I'm putting all this in, I want to do it right.
Yes, ma'am.
And I say it every video, this mushroom, it just cracks me up. And it makes it easier when you're just sewing in groups, you know, piecing it that way versus doing one little section at a time and going back one and repeat. Just streamline it and do it all at once. If you've got like section A to do it all at one time.
Got one more of those to put together.
Now I've got my stretchy E on the bottom, so let's see how this goes this go round. So far, so good. But no guarantees.
We almost had a visitor in here today.
Guarantee. It's just that starting point. Yep, there she goes. So flip it over and do your large half square. That way you won't have this. That's exactly what I'm doing on this one to see. We won't have the issue. Yep, there it goes. No problem. It is just the stretchiness of that fabric. Is that not silly?
It's crazy.
Yeah. So this one you just sew in backwards. And if you have it pinned, it won't make a difference. Just give it a little flip over. Pop your pin. Pop your pin here. Button that one out. This one. And we'll make these flats and join those together. And if you're consistent, you're not going to lose your points. You see how you've still got it right here?
It's perfection.
That's luck. I pin so I don't lose it. And if you do, you can either live with it or you can pick it out and redo. I can live with it if it's off. That's just me. It's not that big a deal. I can learn to live with it. So we've got all of our parts made now. So let's see how we're gonna join this puppy together. So now all lined up right here. So I've got to turn my block here and make sure everything is lining up. Got my big one there, my D, my two E's and my B. So we've got our line. So I can move that out of the way. And now we're just going to pin these, and you're going to want to make sure you're pinning straight here. Put this one out of the way and continue. Come up. Pin, pin is your friend.
Yes. This goes towards you.
And then just slow and steady and put it in there. Flat like I want it. Make sure your corner is in. Go slow, and then once it starts going, you can go a little bit faster. This baby up. Put that in. So now, as you can see, they're lined straight up, just the way they need it to be. Finger press it and give it just a smidge of heat. You can press it open or press it to the side. The directions say press to the right. Then now we're just gonna attach A to the bottom, and we are done.
Oh, this is so cool.
I really like this. But I say that with every block.
Me too.
So we're just going to streamline it in. I'm not even pinning because this one's just going to go in so smooth.
And this one irons towards A.
You what, babe?
I was looking at the ironing instructions. It irons
Yeah.
towards A.
Yep. Now, does that not look so thick and pretty?
Pen can't get here soon enough.
I know. I know one of them just charged. So I'm kind of like Jones. And which one is it going to be? In the finishing directions, I'm sure that'll come along. Now, did you order any of the extra fabric for finishing, or are you going to keep it at the 72-inch and add a border?
I think I added a border.
Yeah, it was so long ago, I don't know. I've already got my backing. I'm going to do mine in a slate gray. I think that'll just wrap it all in. So this is our finished block for number 9. And as you can see, it came out really stinking cute. And we've got our E here, our A is here, and this is an A, and that's how you know you've got it all lined up. This is our trouble fabric, see? And that's okay. Every once in a while, something's got to give you a challenge. So I'm going to do this as I have every other month. I'm just going to roll it loosely, slide it into the contents of our directions, and then I'm going to slip it back into its little bag as we await number 10.
Yay.
And I'm telling you what, it's hard, but we're going to wait.
I'm going to be patient.
Patience was not ever one of my virtues.
Mine either.
So, Anne-Marie, thank you so much for joining me so we could get this one in.
We're
It's
so
going to be a
welcome.
blast. So we've got that one done. I want to put my color chart in because I don't want to misplace it because I really want to keep everything tidy. So thanks again for joining me. I'll see you back when we're wrapping up month 10. We'll sew that up and then we'll schedule a date for when we can come together and just work these babies up.
Okay, sounds
I
good.
greatly appreciate your time, sweetheart.
You are
Take care,
so welcome.
God bless, and I'll see you back in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Thanks,
all.
everyone. Take care.